What is going on, you guys? This is Clay bringing you another YouTube video. This one right here is long overdue. It's already Friday after our Gfinity event, and I still haven't uploaded it. I feel kind of bad. I didn't upload any vlogs or anything while I was away for you guys, and I do feel really bad about that. There wasn't too much internet connection where we were at, and the one time that we did have good internet connection, I think like Scump and Kramer and them were always uploading videos at night, so it ended up being relatively bad at night when we tried to upload videos. Just a lot of people on the internet, on the Wi-Fi at the hotels and stuff like that. So sorry for the lack of uploads and the lack of vlogs and all that good stuff. I know you guys enjoy the behind-the-scenes stuff, like seeing me and my teammates interact day to day, and I really wish I could do more for that. I actually just ordered a camera, the same one that most everybody who does these outside of the game vlogs uses, traveling to and fro. I just ordered one for you guys, so I'll definitely have some more content in that regard. For upcoming events. Hopefully I'll have it by X Games and I can do a really cool one for you guys for X Games, maybe a couple while we're down there. It's just literally lack of having a handheld camera with me. That's not my phone. So definitely with the purchase of this new Canon that I'm buying, I hope you guys will enjoy the content that is coming up for you guys. So that being said, I'll go ahead and do a little recap here. I'm actually going to split it into two recaps. I'm just going to go ahead and recap ESWC for you guys, and then I'll recap Gfinity in another video, hopefully coming up soon. So when we flew to ESWC, we actually flew into England first. Robbie, the owner of Denial, he has a grandma who has a pub out in Tunbridge Wells. It's out basically in the sticks of England, but it's a really beautiful place. It's pretty quaint. It's actually the quaintest place I've ever been to. It's just like classic pub, eatery type thing, drink a cider and have some fish and chips type of deal. And it was actually a bed and breakfast, so we stayed there for the night. Woke up in the morning and got a ride to the train station. I took the Eurostar from Ashford, England, into Paris, France. You can actually take a train there. It's like a 2.5-hour train. It goes under the water for about half an hour. But it's pretty cool because I actually had service on my phone the entire time I was over there. I got an international plan, and I honestly just played Hearthstone on my phone the entire way through that tunnel and on the train. You might be like, well, how do you have service in the tunnel? But I think they have like repeaters or something throughout there, so you manage to maintain service in the tunnel. It's actually pretty awesome because I literally just sat there and played Hearthstone on my phone the entire time. So we eventually get to Paris, and we decided to go get some French food, just like walk around and hit a place that we decided that looks good. And so we went there, and I got some kind of chicken breast, and it was like on the bone. It was actually really good, and we decided to just call it a night on Saturday. On Thursday, hung out there, and then I actually think this was Friday night that we did all this, because on Saturday we woke up, we had to play, we went and checked out the venue, did all that stuff, and I believe our first match of the day, we played Millennium, and you guys know who that is. It's like Gotaga, Carnage, Gotaga's brother Carbon, and I forget the last player, but they're actually always, in the international events. They're a French team. I've been playing against Gotaga for a number of years now, so me and him are pretty good friends. We played them. We actually had a pretty easy time with them. I think we 3-1'd them. We were up like 5-1 in search and started goofing around, and they came back. But it was really funny because we were on a side station, and all these Millennium French fans were standing there, and we're up like 190 to 60 in hardpoint, and Gotaga gets a 2-piece, and they all start clapping, and I just turn and look. I'm like, you're up. You have 60 points. Like, you guys need to chill out over there. And so it was just a good time in that regard. And then we had to play Optic Gaming next. Optic Gaming, of course, was using Enable as a fill-in instead of Karma. We played them, and I can't exactly recall the maps just like right off the top of my head. I can usually do that right after a tournament, but since we've had another tournament in between this video and ESWC, I can't recall the maps too well. But I do know that it came down to last map versus Optic Gaming. We had a really tough series. We should have. I can't remember the exact maps, but I know we should have beat them on one of the two that we lost prior to that 5th map. I think they really beat us on that 5th map pretty handedly. So it was just a well-fought battle, and it was kind of, we could have knocked them out of pool play there because they had lost to Barrage Esports 6-5 last map, and so we could have knocked them out of pool play right there, out of the tournament right there, and we ended up not executing, and it was kind of stressful for us because we just wanted to go ahead and get them out of the way. We didn't want to have to play them in the bracket play again, so we were trying to beat them, and we ended up losing to them, unfortunately, and had to go on to play Barrage Esports. Now, we were up 2-1 in this series on the 4th map, which was our TCTF, and we just choked it. We choked it really hard. We had a 2-cap lead with about a minute and a half to go. They kept double OEing. It was really a frustrating strategy to play against, but when it came down to it, Game 5, we ended up clutching up and winning the Game 5, sending Barrage Esports home, even though they beat Optic Gaming in the pool play. Shout out to those guys. They played really well out of their shoes that tournament. But with the win over Broad G Sports, we advanced through the pool play, and it was really nice to advance through the pool play after we kind of had that moment. We're going to Game 5 versus Barrage. I even afterwards, Attach was told me he was nervous as hell, and we just won COD champs, and you think the nerves would be gone, but it was still to not make it the bracket was definitely weighing in our minds for quite a while. So we eventually kind of cooled it off for the week or for the night, went home, just chilled, and we're like, all right, thank God that we made it to pool or to bracket play. Even though we got to play TR first round now, I'd still rather be playing somebody first round than not playing at all. So we go into I had a sneeze. Sorry, it's gonna come eventually. And so we go into Sunday, and we had to play TR first round, and it was again a very very hard fought battle. We went up 2-0 in map count on them. We kind of beat them pretty hard the first map, not pretty hard, but handedly enough, and then beat them on the second map with a well fought battle between both of us. But I remember we eventually squeaked it out, and then we ended up falling the third and fourth maps. And we actually lost an uplink that we shouldn't have lost. It was really, really weird. I just felt really out of place the whole time. And then the CTF, I was trying a bit of a new strategy on Ascend, and it didn't work out as well as I thought it would. A lot of the times, these teams that we've been playing in the past two tournaments have kind of been agreeing to certain rules and not agreeing to other rules. Like, some teams will play, like, no IMR, shotgun, overkill, all that stuff, but then some teams will only play just overkill, and some teams only play just IMR. So it's getting a bit frustrating having to play all these different rule sets, and I think what my team and I is going to do eventually is we're just playing everything. We're just going to play it by the book. We're playing everything allowed. I'm not gentleman's agreeing to anything again, because it's very frustrating having to play search one way in a round, in like the round one, and then when you go to round two, you have to play search a completely different way because this team's agreeing to no overkill, or they're going to use overkill, and the other team didn't. So it's very frustrating. To kind of have to morph your playstyle over and over and over and over and over, and you literally have to, for every match, I'm like, okay, what rules are we playing? So it was a bit difficult, and I bring this up just because against TR we were using overkill, but nothing else. So I'm not really sure how I feel about it, but I think eventually I'm gonna tell my team we're just playing by the book, we're using everything, and that's just how it's gonna be. Because come X Games, I don't want somebody pulling out an LMG or a shotgun on me and winning the gold medal, and I can't really do anything about it because we just had a gentleman's agreement not to use it. So hope you guys understand where I'm coming from on that point. But anyways, went into a really intense Game 5 against TR. We went down 5-3 on recovery. It was our second time playing recovery since regionals. So in the other time we played it was at this tournament. So we went down 5-3 versus them with some really good plays by them, and ended up hitting some really good timing on them, bringing it back to a 5-5. I had a really sick 1v1 against Viceno when I believe it was 4-2, or no, 4-1. I had a really, really sick 1v1 against Viceno where I was on bomb with I was laying on the bomb with like 9 seconds left. He came in the door. I managed to kill him and pick up the bomb before time expired. It was really, really cool 1v1, one of the best I've had in recent memory. So going into that fifth map, 5-5 last round to advance to the finals, intensity. And Attach just went, I'm running straight down the middle of the map. And if you have that delusional confidence to run down the middle of the map when it's 5-5, I will let you do it any day of the week. I was like, go for it, man. Just go for it. Have a good time. Let me know how it is on the other side. So he runs straight down the middle of the map and ends up getting a really good timing. Apparently, TR said they had some miscommunication on who was watching Underpass. He ends up killing one and getting away. Opened up the map for us, and yeah, basically just had a fantastic comeback against TR. Unfortunately, couldn't keep that energy going into the finals against Optic Gaming. We played them first map and lost first map pretty handedly to them. We could have won it on the last hill, but we ended up choking it away. It was a bit frustrating, but I can't really hate on that. So then we go on to the second map where they beat us again, and it was really, really frustrating. Going down 0-2 and in the finals, and I was just trying to keep my troops, their head straight, their mentality good. And we went into the third map, and I believe it was a comeback uplink. If I do recall this correctly, it was a comeback uplink that was one of the most intense comeback uplinks I've ever played. Being on an elimination map, being with this high intensity against this good of a team on this stage in front of all these friends crowds, it was just a fantastic game. We had a really crazy uplink against them, ended up pulling it away. And we should have beat them on Retreat CTF too. This is another choke by us. We were up, 3-1 with a stalemate with like 2 minutes to go, and ended up choking the lead away to 4-3 in a minute 45. Krim had some really insane plays in that map. And there's just a problem with us where we always get clutched on a Retreat CTF, so we need to figure out that map and understand why that keeps happening to us, because we could have forced a game 5, and when you force a game 5 after being down 0-2, the momentum's with you, and as you can see in the TR game, that allowed them to get 5 rounds to our 3. Unfortunately, we just clutched up on them, but you see how important momentum is when it comes to forcing a game 5 down 0-2. So I really think we could have won that tournament if we wouldn't have choked, the 5 or the retreat CTF or any of the numerous other games that we choked when we could have knocked them out of pool play and all that kind of stuff. So it was really unfortunate. My hair's a bit crazy today. I just kind of woke up, even though it's 2 in the afternoon. I really think we could have won that tournament, and it was really unfortunate that we played it the way we did and that we lost the way we did. It was really heartbreaking. The French crowd was amazing. ESWC was amazing. I got swarmed by fans walking out. Like, I'm talking, I felt what it really feels like to be a celebrity now, there was literally 100, 200 people all just grabbing me, telling me, picture, 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 signs, just shoving stuff in my face, and it got a bit hectic, but I appreciate the passion that the French community has and that the French fans, they come out and support no matter what team. They're all there for Millennium or for Vitality or whatever it is, and even though neither of the team was playing, if I made a good play, they would all cheer. If Nate or if Scump made a good play, they would all cheer. It doesn't matter if Remy made a great play, they would all cheer. It was just really awesome to see that they were just fans of competitive Call of Duty and not just one team and one player, and weren't just cheering for one team or one player. They had, all this great talent there, all playing at a high level, and they all had a great time. I had a great time. My team had a great time. Shout out to all the French fans, all the people running ESWC, and I hope to have it again next year. Thank you guys for tuning into this vlog. I will definitely be doing my Gfinity, my week in London, and a Gfinity vlog as well. I figured I'd go ahead and just do this one for you guys and get it uploaded, since I'm already running long at a 12-minute video. I don't think anybody wants to hear me talk for another 10 minutes until about tomorrow. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you check out my YouTube for more content, and I promise, be uploading more when I get this new camera. Thank y'all. See you next time. Much love. Peace out.